When Pedro López was finally caught, police thought the nightmare was ending. But in reality, the most shocking part of the story was only beginning. After his arrest in Ecuador, López confessed to killing girls across Colombia, Ecuador, and Peru. He claimed the number was over 300. Authorities were able to confirm far fewer than that, but even the confirmed number was horrifying. Investigators recovered dozens of bodies after López led them to grave sites. Many of the victims were young girls between the ages of 8 and 13, children who had been forgotten by the world until their killer finally pointed to where they were buried. In 1981, Pedro López was convicted in Ecuador. But here's where the case becomes almost impossible to believe. At the time, Ecuador's maximum prison sentence was only 16 years. 16 years, for crimes that involved dozens of children. López served around 14 years. Then in 1994, he was released from prison for good behavior. But instead of disappearing into a cell forever, he was sent back to Colombia. There, he was placed in a psychiatric hospital, and after only a few more years, he was released again. By 1998, Pedro López was a free man, a man who had confessed to hundreds of murders, a man convicted in connection with the deaths of children, a man who had once been called the monster of the Andes, and then he vanished. In 1999, authorities reportedly issued another warrant connected to a later child murder investigation. But Pedro López was gone. No confirmed arrest, no confirmed death, no confirmed location, just silence. To this day, his final fate remains unclear. Some believe he died quietly somewhere under another name. Others believe he escaped justice completely. And that is what makes this case so chilling. Because the families of his victims never truly got peace. They lost their daughters. They watched the man responsible receive a sentence that felt impossibly small. And then they had to live with the knowledge that he may have walked the streets again. Pedro López is remembered as one of the most disturbing serial killers in history, not just because of the number of lives he took, but because the system failed to keep him locked away, and somewhere between the mountains, the prisons, and the missing records, the monster of the Andes disappeared. And the world still doesn't know where he went.